Welcome to Route 66 Fun Run. I'm Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics, and from May 3rd to 5th, 2024, we're revving up for an epic adventure where over 800 vehicles and thousands of classic car enthusiasts from around the world converge on the legendary historic Route 66. It just happened this last weekend, and we are so excited. I'm bringing you the latest and coolest videos. Going to show you the old cars, the trucks. I mean, there's just tons of cool things down there. And we're going to show you the spots along Route 66 where you stop. What's really neat is there's everything out there, from Seligman, Arizona, which is the birthplace of historic Route 66, to Canyon Caverns. They got 30-foot dinosaurs down there. They're unreal, huge. To the next stop down, you've got Peach Springs. You've got Truxton, which has all sorts of cool old hotel signs, old cars and trucks. Just a lot of fun stuff to see. And then from Truxton, you go down to the next big spot, which is Valentine. See a couple neat old gas stations there, and just a really fun stop, like stepping back into the 50s there. Then the next one you're really going to love, that's Hackberry, Arizona. Hackberry, Arizona is really, you just kind of come into Andy Griffin land almost. I mean, it's just like you step back into it and it's crazy. Old cars, gas pumps, all sorts of just fun stuff that's just, it's fun just to wander around. I mean, it's seriously like you just took a step back in time. And then on from there, the next one is Antares Point, or they also call it Giganticus Heticus, because there's a big head there, big old green concrete head there that's different. It's kind of interesting. And they also have lots of cool cars and trucks there, so that's something to check out. And then we're on to Kingman. One of the things that's kind of they've got down there is it's called the Show and Shine Car Show. And it's not just about displaying the beauty of the American craftsmanship of these old Fords, Chevys, Dodges, you name it, it's down there, from beautiful Corvettes to old Ford trucks. And it's not just the cars and trucks, but it's the people you'll meet when you're down there. These are people that truly love to go ahead and cruise on historic Route 66. And it's Americana at its finest. And all downtown of Kingman is pretty much just closed off. I mean, that's what they do for it. And it's just a good time down there. I was down there for several hours, actually just looking around, taking photos of all the different cars and trucks. Just before Hackberry, I was in Valentine, actually, and I got some great videos of the cars actually cruising down Route 66 for you. So I want to see those. And, let me know what your favorite car or truck is, because they got everything on there. I mean, it's crazy. And then when you get to Kingman, there's even more cars. There's like over 800 cars total, and the car show was just unreal. The Fun Run is more than just a car rally. It's a celebration of Route 66, and this place has captivated the hearts of travelers for decades. It's about the friendships forged in the gleam of the chrome and the roar of the engines, and just listening to them, and the shared stories you hear, and all the different car clubs that come together. And they're just the people, whether they're walking their dog or taking their kids along, and just showing them Route 66, the history of America. And it's just beautiful. You'll like it. And then from Kingman, they actually finish it up. You go to Cool Springs, and then you actually go to Oatman. Oatman's got the wild burros that you can feed, or donkeys, and you can go ahead and you can buy feed in the stores there, and they'll eat right out of your hand. They're unreal. We love them. The donkeys are just great. And they'll have meat. They're going to go be parking there and checking out the town. And it's an old gold mining town. It's actually named after one of the Oatman girls. And then from there, we'll finish up, going to go down to Topock, Arizona. And that's actually right on the Colorado River. So you can actually rent boats, do all sorts of stuff. They have a bar there that's phenomenal. Like, you're looking over the Colorado River. It even has a huge swimming pool. I haven't had a chance to get there in the evenings. Talk to everybody, says the food and drinks are phenomenal. So definitely, it's called Topock 66. And then if you go just around the corner to finally finish up right there, we actually have the Old Trails Bridge, which if you remember the Grapes of Wrath, that's where they actually kind of they went swimming right there. And that crosses over the Colorado. So that's just kind of a small intro to what we're going to be doing today. And now I'm going to start showing you like a lot more of the specifics and kind of let you really enjoy each stop along the way and also see the cars as they're cruising kind of mixed in between. So I hope you really enjoy our video. We had a blast making it. Welcome to Seligman, Arizona. This is Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. And today you're seeing some stuff from actually both Friday and Saturday morning. And that's actually my place we're driving by right now, Route 66 Road Relics. So if you're ever in Seligman, please drop by and say hi. Now, what's really neat, this is the Route 66 Fun Run. And they set up for about a day. Cars are just kind of, it's not a true car show, but tons of collector cars come out here, and it's where they actually start the fun run at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. This is the one they just had in May, early May is when this was, first weekend in May. And what's kind of cool is this is actually a celebration of the historic designation of Route 66 in Arizona. Now, Springfield, Missouri is the birthplace of Route 66, or U.S. Highway 66, as it was called back in the day, and that happened in 1926. Now, Seligman is the birthplace of historic Route 66, and let me tell you what is different. Angel Delgadillo and a bunch of other business owners and just a whole bunch of Route 66 supporters got together, petitioned the state of Arizona to give U.S. Highway 6, well, the old U.S. Highway 66 or Route 66, a historical designation. That's kind of like a scenic designation or a historic designation. That's what this one was because of its history. And this was actually the start of revitalization across the country for reviving Route 66. And that's why we're the birthplace of historic Route 66. That happened in 1987. And the first fun run, where they actually celebrate by driving on Route 66, happened in 1988. The first one, there was like 50 participants. Nowadays, there's about 800. They're not all in Seligman. A lot of them go to the car show that they have in Kingman, too. They have a shine and show down there. And they go, basically with this trip, they travel all the way down to Hackberry, Kingman, Oatman, Topock. I think it's about 100 miles, little hair over 100 miles. And this is one of the longest stretches in the United States of Route 66, continuous stretches. So I'm just going to kind of let you enjoy all the classic cars and classic trucks as we look around here and just see some of the fun. There's just a lot of neat stuff around here, and just kind of listen to the music. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll talk to you in just a little bit when we get on to our next destination. So enjoy the show, guys. Welcome to the Grand Canyon Caverns. Now, this is actually named, there's a huge caverns complex that they have. You'll have to call and check because I know the elevator's been broke lately, so I don't know if the caverns are open or not, but they were amazing if you go down there. But this place has huge dinosaurs. Some of them are 30 foot long. The big green one's huge. They've got fire trucks, old cars, trucks. So even if you can't see the caverns, there's a lot of fun stuff to look at. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look. Now this is just outside of Valentine. That's where you're seeing these cars drive by. This is on historic Route 66. And our next stop is just dropping by Peach Springs. This is actually one of the gas stations that they are in the process of restoring. And they're going to be bringing it back to original condition. They got a big grant for it. That's the hope. And just kind of looking around here, but you just see lots of cool stuff. Now, Truxton is our next stop past Peach Springs. If you do, this is the Go and Grub, I believe it's called. There's a little gas station there, and they got the cool Route 66 sign, a bunch of cool cars and trucks. Definitely worth a stop and a great place to take some photos on your Route 66 road trip when you're cruising. This car's hilarious there. He's got a little skeleton in the front. I guess it's a dry heat. You gotta love that. But this is a neat place. Now they got the Orlando Hotel. There's a couple other hotels also that you'll see. These are abandoned. There's a Frontier Motel and Cafe. It's nice that they at least keep up some of the stuff. It's no longer open, but there's also a whole collection of old semi-trucks, which if you're into old cars and trucks, you gotta kind of appreciate the classics there. And there's the Truxton Cafe. That one's closed, but you know, there's kind of a beauty in some of the abandoned stuff too. Now this is back over in Valentine and just watching a couple of these cars cruise by. Like I said, there was over 800. There's about 800 cars that do the whole fun run. Like I said, they don't always do the whole section, but now here we're heading to Valentine, Arizona. And this is one of the gas stations. Buddy Rubin owns this one, actually. So if he has a YouTube channel, I think it's called Valentine Station. So go check him out and say hi to Rubin. Tell him Big Mike says hi on there. And we've got lots of fun stuff. He's just got a neat gas station with old cars and trucks. He lives there. It's got to be cool. I mean, and it's just a lot of fun. And I was actually just down the road. That's where I was taking a lot of these photographs as the cars and trucks passed. And this is, you're cruising Route 66. It's not really about how fast you're going or anything. It's about just enjoying yourself, rolling the windows down, cranking the tunes, feeling the wind in your hair. It's about getting back to America. You know, the road trips, they bring back fond memories. I remember with my family, we would do road trips. Now, our next stop here, this is one of my favorites here. You can see how crazy it was during the car show here. This is Hackberry, Arizona. And I'll pull over and show you a few of the different. They've got old highway signs, gas signs, a bunch of cool old cars. Check out these gas pumps. This was a gas station, several gas stations actually for quite a while. Hackberry was actually originally a silver mine, is what the town was named after. And it was named after a hackberry tree that it was at a local spring. And so that's how Hackberry was named. But look at all these neat cars. I mean, it's like stepping back into the 1940s. It really is. And it's so great that I believe Amy's the owner. It's so great that they just let you look around, appreciate it. And they do have a lot of really cool stuff in the Hackberry General Store. So definitely want to stop in there and pick up some cool mementos of Route 66. But, you know, the history of Route 66, this is some of the American history that people forget about or they don't know about. And it needs to be brought back, and people need to understand, you know, our history. We need to be proud of our history when we see things and the different things. Look at this car. I mean, that's just amazing. And, you know, I'll hear some people say that now it needs to be restored and all that. It's like, no, it's perfect the way it is. There'll be thousands of photos that visitors come and see that car to appreciate it of just the way it is. And there's lots of cars you can restore and some of that. But even me, I have a 39 Chevy 2.5 ton truck out in front of my store. And it gets more photos than anybody. It's crazy. There's a visible gas pump. That's the tall one in the middle. And then you've got the other gas pumps on the side. Looks like a kind of a Pepsi or Coke machine. Probably. There's one of the Pegasus. And we're just going to kind of take a look around here. I'll hush and let you kind of just admire the view because Hackberry is so much fun. Welcome to Antares Point, or Giganticus Heticus. That's what the big green guy right there is. It's kind of a fun artist rendition. A lot of cool old cars and trucks. Right there's Radiator Springs Police. You saw it. Better do the speed limit, boys. Get in trouble. Don't want the sheriff coming after you. But this is a fun little stop here. It's just after Hackberry. And there is the man himself, Giganticus Heticus. And our next stop, we are going to Kingman. And now, the city of Kingman is the heart of Route 66. There's Mr. D's. I'm telling you what, you went live till you had a hamburger and one of their malts or shakes in there with some fries. I'm just telling you, your tummy will be happy and you'll be smiling ear to ear. So make sure you stop by here. Now here's the car show they've got. I think it's called the Show and Shine Car Show in Kingman. And lots of cool stuff here. We're going to be doing some walking around, and you guys know what these cars are, or probably know a lot more than I do. Look at that neato Camaro Corvette, sorry. Had Camaro on my mind. Actually, that's one right there, it looks like. There's just a lot of fun stuff out here, and this was really enjoyable. They had several roads that were just all blocked off. The whole thing was for the car show. So after they cruise down here, they get to go ahead and pull over and do a car show, which is just a great way to kind of end the day. This is day 2 that the car show goes on, so Saturday. And look at that nice Mustang right there. I love that rat rod. That's classic. And look at that motor there. That bad boy, man, when it's running, I bet you that's a wumpada. You know what I mean, guys? You know, roll the window down, feel the wind in your hair. Heck, you probably pull your hair out as big as that bad boy's going. Look at those seats. Are those classic? And it's even got 66 on them. That's amazing looking. You gotta love the creativity of people making a truck like that. I love it. 66, baby. I hadn't been down to the car show before. I usually get stuck in my store in Seligman a lot of times, but had staff, so I was going out to do video and filming and checking everything out. And I was amazed at how many cars were down here and just what was here. It was pretty crazy. And just really a good time. I mean, there were thousands of people just walking around, looking at the cars, and you can see the guys from the car clubs were just all hanging out, talking, just having a ball. So you need to go ahead and make sure that you put the Route 66 Fun Run on your to-do list. But, if you really want to do it, go ahead and start in Seligman. Bring your car or truck up and drive it on down and go to do the show in Kingman here. You just love it. And if you really want to, you can go all the way to Oatman and Topock on Sunday. And I haven't had a chance to do that one yet, but that sounds like a lot of fun too. I've got a 1949 Chevy fire truck. It's a 1-ton dually, about 18 foot long, and that's what I'm working on. So wish me luck. Hopefully next year. We've already got it started and just kind of doing all the little detail stuff on it now. And I'm hoping to be able to get that going next month or so. My mechanic's working hard on it. So hopefully you'll see me in a 1949 Chevy 3800 fire truck next time. Gonna put the old big old Route 66 road relics on the side. These are just cool. Walking around. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hush for a little bit and just let you guys kind of enjoy the car show. You guys know what this stuff is, so. And if there's something you really like, tell me in the comments, help me out. And the other thing you guys can do for me, if you like this content, kind of what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. I can use some help, and watch some of my other videos if you would, please. It does help us out quite a bit when you do that. And like and subscribe, so you know all the bit. But there's quite a bit more to go, so stick around with us. And we're even going to show some stuff over to Oatman and Topock and kind of let you finish the trip out. So I'm going to hush, and we're just going to kind of let you look around the car show in Kingman here. Enjoy, guys. Welcome to Cool Springs. Cool Springs is basically kind of halfway between Kingman and Oatman, Arizona. And just beyond this is the beginning of the Arizona Sidewinder. It's 91 curves in 8 miles. And you're even going to see some of these motorcyclist guys do their bike ride. It's a lot of fun. And I love this little place. This was actually, they rebuilt it. It was actually, I think, one of the Universal Soldier, I think the movie is. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but I think Universal Soldier, they blew the building up. So they had to rebuild the building, but it's really cool. And there's a lot of fun stuff. And you'll even see when you drive on past here and some of the stuff, you'll see like one of the old spots used to be called Ed's Camp and a whole mixture. But this Arizona Sidewinder, if you have a motorcycle or even a classic car and truck, it's a ride you gotta do. I mean, you do have to watch out for the burros, though. They own the road and they don't really care. They're gonna go out there and be where they want to be. They're kind of stubborn that way. Now, our next stop is one of my favorites. Welcome to Oatman, Arizona, the gold mining town that was basically named after one of the Oatman girls. She was actually captured by natives and then finally released later on. And it was actually named after she had passed on, but it was named in honor of her. And that's one of the old mining deals for the gold mining. Trying to remember the name. That was actually kind of a little separate town there. These are the wild burros. There's a little baby burro. Mama's getting it along there. But you can feed the burros and the donkeys here. And this is Oatman, just kind of giving you a little fun view. I wasn't able to be up here when all the cars were in town, but it'd have been crazy. Or when they have the big bike runs, there's just motorcycles everywhere. And you can go to the stores and you can buy feed and feed the donkeys or burros. And they're very friendly. The only thing I recommend is do not bring dogs. Either leave them in your car or truck. Do not bring them out. The burros treat dogs as coyotes or enemies, so something not to do. And finally, our last stop is going to be Topock, Arizona. And this is Topock 66. They have a really cool gift shop. You can rent jet skis, boats. You can bring your own boat down there, dock. They even have this killer bar inside that actually has a swimming pool in it, and you're looking over the Colorado River. And finally, we're looking at the Old Trails Bridge. And if you like our videos, please like and subscribe and check out this next one. It's a road trip on Route 66 in Arizona.